Hey guys, what's up? It is Robbie with Open World Games, and we have a ton of news to get to here, but don't forget to subscribe to us right here on YouTube, and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We are Open World Games, and that is what we are covering. And today we're talking about Watch Dogs frame rate, showing you some new screenshots, and going into some brand new details about online free roam. That's right, online free roam. And don't worry, we will be returning to our Watch Dogs podcast soon. I will be joined with fellow YouTubers, so stay tuned for that. Let's talk about more Watch Dogs. But guys, we have some awesome news about the frame rate. Man, it has been rumored that the frame rate is going to be 60 frames per second on the PS4, running at 1080p. And this is according to the pre-order page for the game on the PlayStation official site. And they go on to say, the true Watch Dogs experience only on PlayStation 4. The world of Watch Dogs comes alive on PS4 with the best graphics on any console and exclusive missions found only on the PlayStation. Hack everything as you make your way through Chicago's underground, as you experience Watch Dogs in a way that only PS4 can provide at 60 frames per second in 1080p. And you're probably wondering, what about the Xbox One? What is going on with this story? Well, I did ask someone about that has actually played the game, and they said that it seems to be running at 60 frames per second on the Xbox One as well, but I don't know about the resolution. We will be finding out more May 27th, so stay tuned here right at Open World Games, because I'm going to be able to find out for you guys as soon as possible. But what's really interesting about this story is we need confirmation from Ubisoft. Previously, in September 27th of 2013, Watch Dogs was stated by Jonathan Morin to be running at 30 frames per second on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so I'm very, very surprised by this news. I would be thrilled if they were able to get an open world game of this scale running at 60 frames per second, because it means next gen is really here. They are really going for it. They are going for the 60 frames per second games, and guys, that's what I expect at this point. I'm very happy with this news, but if it runs at a consistent 30 frames per second, you're not going to hear me whining and complaining, because one other game that did run at 30 frames per second was Need for Speed Rivals, and man, that game was a blast. And here are some new screenshots showing off the city of Chicago in Watch Dogs. This comes from the brand new trailer and special that IGN is doing. They're doing a Watch Dogs video every single week, and this one focuses on the city of Chicago. You can check out that trailer in the description below, but boy oh boy, this game is looking gorgeous. So I got some brand new information here about the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of Watch Dogs. Then we're going to be talking about free roam in just a moment, so stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you are really curious about free roam like me, and this is online free roam as well. But the creative director, Jonathan Morin, goes on to answer a question about next gen versus old gen, which is basically Xbox One, PS4 versus PS3 and the Xbox 360, and he goes on to say the only two exclusive next-gen features are data decryption and the bonus free roam online options. So guys, anyone that's on the Xbox 360 and PS3, it seems like you will not be able to do online free roam on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and he goes on to say, Watch Dogs Precision here, yes, seamless invasion and telling is available on every platform releasing soon, and that includes PS3, PS4, Xbox One, 360, and PC. So it looks like they really do want you to buy the next-gen consoles at this point. They're preparing you for the big year, which is 2015. Expect most games to be next-gen, and then they will be phasing out the Xbox 360 and PS3 by that time. So this is a little bit of a warning message from the dev team saying, guys, consider saving up your money for an Xbox One and PS4 in 2015, because remember guys, they are working on a little game called The Division, and it is a little known fact that Watch Dogs is helping them prepare for The Division, so that is really exciting news. Claus had a good question for Jonathan Morin. He goes on to ask, can you play poker, drinking games, chess with your friends in 8-player free roam? And then Jonathan Morin goes on to say, It's not personal. No, we don't support MP for these mini games. So guys, it looks like the mini games are going to be limited to single player. So that's right, we got some new information about online free roam. I am extremely curious about this mode, and I asked someone in online free roam, will you be able to jump from free roam to the game modes and then back into free roam? How seamless is it? How does the lobby system and invite system work? And I got a response. They go on to say, so if you're in online free roam and you want to play decryption, one of you selects decryption from your phone menu, and from there it should invite all of your friends in your party to the game as well. There doesn't appear to be a system in place where you can move your entire lobby of friends seamlessly. You sort of start a new lobby and then you add your friends back into it. As I said before though, the auto invite system is quite fluid and speeds up the process dramatically. And the auto invite system he's talking about is when you play Watch Dogs, your friends that are also in Watch Dogs will be notified and they will be able to instantly join you. So man, the system of joining other players and friends sounds really good in this game for free roam and then the other modes. It sort of reminds me of Grand Theft Auto Online, so that is very good news. This is exactly what I wanted to hear about online free roam and how the online component for Watch Dogs works.
I'm about to open your world.
You got me in.
And then safe houses. Will you be able to access safe houses and apartments in online free roam? I got a response. You can't access safe houses in online free roam with friends. From what I've seen, most safe houses are inside large freight shipping containers across the map that give you access to your wardrobe, a bed so you can sleep and skip time, and they also usually have an audio log you can collect for side missions. That sounds awesome. It's unfortunate that we won't be seeing apartments and safe houses in online. It seems that way, at least. We might see a hub location, I'm not too sure. But what's really cool about this is the large freight shipping containers. It really sounds like Aiden Pearce is not going to be comfortable in Chicago. He's probably going to be wanted by police and criminals. It just seems like everything in this game that you do really builds up the story and the feeling that Aiden Pearce is a vigilante, which is exciting. I can't wait to find these shipping containers and see what they are like inside. It doesn't sound like Aiden is really living a comfortable life. Then you guys have asked me about weapon attachments, and here is the answer. There are weapon attachments, but not any that you can add yourself. So guys, you won't be able to buy extended magazines and then put them on any weapon, but what you will be able to do is buy pistols, for example, that are very standard, and they will come with 8-shot magazines, the regular clip size, and then you'll be able to buy the spec-up versions of the pistols, which have extended magazines and suppressors fitted. So it's a good compromise. I think that'll work well. So I think suppressors are going to be very important in this game, since there is a huge stealth component in the game. So I was wondering about the day and night cycle in this game. How long does it take for the sun to set in this game and for 24 hours to go by in game time? And then also, what about the weather system? How active is it? It appears that it's going to rain quite a bit in Chicago. That is really good news. I really like that news, because from the trailers, this game looks drop dead gorgeous when storms are active in this game. I've seen some screenshots of it, and boy oh boy, it looks amazing when it is raining and foggy in this game. I can't wait for you guys to see this game when we finally get to play on May 27th. But in terms of day and night cycle, it seems like it's going to take roughly an hour for the full day and night cycle to take effect. So that's a guesstimate, of course. I'm going to be doing videos about the day and night cycle upcoming, so look forward to that. And then you guys are really concerned about the car handling in Watch Dogs. Seems to be a big concern from the recent trailer that showed the multiplayer component of Watch Dogs. But car handling leaves a little bit to be desired from what I understand. Each car handles differently in terms of ease of turning, speed, acceleration, and that is really good news because it shows that they really did focus on making each car feel unique. So I'm sure you're going to be able to find your perfect car in the game, but you might find yourself spinning out of control quite often, so it sounds like that's going to be something you're going to have to consider when going through the streets of Chicago. But what's great about it are the motorbikes. I guess they handle really well. I'm going to be on the motorcycles all the freaking time in this game. They look like a blast, and I think they're going to be one of the go-to vehicles in this game simply because you can hack the blockers and slip right in between the blockers with your motorcycle. So that is a very cool feature. So guys, thank you once again for joining me for this Watch Dogs coverage. I appreciate your messages, your comments out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I read through nearly all of them, and I try to reply to as many as possible. So if you guys want to leave a comment, go ahead and give this video a like if you are wanting more Watch Dogs coverage, and look forward to more from The Division, Far Cry 4, and Assassin's Creed Unity. More open world gaming goodness is heading your way. I will see you guys next time.